We're not supposed to open up a truck and see stacks of bodies in there. None of us come to work imagining that.
Trapped in a semi-trailer in the searing South Texas heat, a deadly discovery made on San Antonio's southwest side. Dozens of dead bodies found in the back of an 18-wheeler. Several others rushed to hospitals in San Antonio. The story changing within the past hour. The number of people dead continues to rise. San Antonio Fire saying the victims transported to the hospital all had heat-related injuries.
The story has changed throughout the night. You know, when we started, we heard that 20 people were found dead, but tonight that number is above 40. So here's what we know so far. 46 people were found dead in the back of a big rig. 16 victims were taken to area hospitals, 12 of them adults, 4 of them children. This all happening near Quintana Road and Casson Drive, not all that far from where 35 South and Loop 410 cross. Tonight, the city saying this has now become a federal investigation with Homeland Security taking over. The Night Team's Patty Santos on the scene. Patty, you've been there most of the evening. What can you tell us tonight?
Yeah, as authorities revealed that number of 46, there was a sigh of disbelief from community members that have gathered here to hear what is happening here. This has become the largest mass casualty investigation in our city, at least in recent history. Now, first responders arrived to the scene to see stacks of bodies dead inside the semi-truck. Homeland Security is now handling this investigation of who's responsible, but we are told 3 people are in custody. Fire investigators say the bodies were hot to the touch. There was no sign of water in the truck or even refrigeration. Everyone was suffering from heat exhaustion. 16 people, including 4 minors, were transported to nearby hospitals. They were alert. Fire officials say those people are still alive. They were too weak to be able to get themselves out of the semi-truck.
The ones that we did transport, we do hope that they're all going to survive. They were, again, suffering from heat exhaustion, heat stroke, the same things that any of us would get if we're out in the elements.
And authorities saying these people would have likely died if a nearby business owner had not heard a faint cry for help, and then he came out to see one of the victims outside the truck. At this point, we are waiting for Homeland Security to give us answers as to who's responsible for this, how long these individuals were inside this truck, and where they were coming from. We're going to continue to follow this story and bring you more. We're also going to tell you who is here helping these individuals that are alive tonight, coming up later in the newscast. We'll send it back to you.
Patty, thank you. You know, there's been so much reaction as a result of this story. We know that Governor Greg Abbott took to Twitter where he blamed the president and his administration. Also, U.S. Representative Joaquin Castro also taking to Twitter, calling the loss of life a tragedy. But he also spoke about the politics surrounding immigration, saying, quote, "We must end Title 42, which has put desperate, oppressed people in grave danger of death," end quote.
Sad, tragic, shocking. A lot of reaction tonight, including from people who live near where all this happened. The Night Team's Lee Waldman on the south side of Quintana Road. Yes, there are railroad tracks that run right by there, as we heard in Patty's live shot, and I'm sure we'll hear in Lee's as well. Lee joined us live. Lee, I cannot imagine neighbors tonight that live just right on the other side of a tree line from this scene.
Steve, you said it right there. There's a train passing us. On the other side of those train tracks, on the other side of this wooded area, is the Hidden Cove Indian Creek neighborhood. We spoke to people who live there. They said they immediately knew something was wrong the second they heard those helicopters flying overhead.
I mean, these people come to San Antonio to come and work. I mean, they really don't do nothing to nobody, That's my concern, but how did they bring these people at least and just leave them there?
Shock, disbelief, and sadness.
That's very sad that they had to go like that. They were just looking for a better life, and for them to just lose their life just to try to get over here and just try to make a better life for them and their kids.
It's something sad because they're trying to come over here for a better living and they wind up dead.
People living near Quintana Road, where dozens of people were found dead in an 18-wheeler, are struggling to grasp why this happened. Loretta Escalante and Omar Rivera both knew something was happening when they heard the helicopters overhead.
We were eating right now and I heard it. I'm like, something's going on. What's happening? But I didn't thought it was behind there. Imagine,
Does it feel strange that it's this close?
Yes, because that's too close. Imagine what did they have them, like in a trailer?
In a 18-wheeler.
Oh, wow.
We're from the valley, and this is something that is common. This is something like crossing people and seeing people cross, trying to just find a better life. Like that's something common that I've seen.
Now, as you imagine, each of those people that we spoke with said they're just shocked at the sheer number of deaths involved in this. They said their thoughts and prayers are with every person that was taken to the hospital. They're praying that death toll doesn't rise, and our prayers are also with them. Live on the southwest side, Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Lee. First responders said the victims had heat-related injuries after they were found in the back of that 18-wheeler.
So now we're going to bring in meteorologist Adam Caskey. Adam, so again, we don't know how long those people were inside of that big rig, but we do know it was hot today, very hot. In fact, we got up to the triple digits.
Yeah, we did. Right around 2 p.m., we hit 101 degrees for the high temperature. Now, thereafter, the temperature actually fell off pretty abruptly and quickly because of the storms off to the north, pushing an outflow boundary through, and then some areas of rain. But we did make it to 101 with a lot of sunshine beating down on that truck earlier today. Now, we only have this kind of data for passenger vehicles, but even at 90 degrees outside, after 30 minutes inside your typical vehicle, it could get up to 104. After 60 minutes, the interior temperature would be about 133 degrees. That's just with 90 degrees outside and some sunshine in your typical passenger vehicle. By the way, we do have areas of rain. We're going to take a closer look at these and how much rain fell and where. And if you didn't see it today, you do have another opportunity. I'm going to time out your best odds coming up in just a bit.
Adam, thank you. Of course, this is a story that we're going to continue to watch on the KSAT social media pages, also on KSAT.com. Dozens of people found dead in a big rig tonight. We're asking who those people are, how all of this happened. You can get updates on your phone. It's easy. Just download the KSAT app.